We got Caleb.
Caleb.
Hey,
Hey,
how y'all doing?
where are you, Caleb?
I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee. Excellent place. That's where Glenn
Y'all
Reynolds
gotta
is.
open up a gym here. I feel
Our
like
friend
it would-
Glenn Reynolds is in Knoxville.
Oh shoot, y'all have a gym here?
No.
Or is that just
Glenn
a friend?
Reynolds.
Glenn Reynolds is Instapundit. Instapundit.com. You should read it every day. Instapundit.com. Read it every day. All right. So what's going on?
Gotcha. Well, I had lifted. I'm 26 now. I had lifted right out of high school and made some gains, and I stopped lifting. Got
Are
way
you on
into BJJ.
speakerphone?
Yes, I am.
Take me off of
Are you hearing an
speakerphone.
echo?
Yeah. Put
Well,
it.
it's
Put
just
the phone
you're
to
just
your
not
ears.
very loud. So
Put the phone to your ears.
Is this a little better?
That's better.
yeah, it's better. All right.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I had gotten really into BJJ a few years ago, and I figured I would get back into strength training just to supplement my game, right? Lift for BJJ to make myself bigger and stronger. So I figured I'd try starting strength and gained a lot of weight. A lot of my lifts went up way more than I thought they would.
Yeah.
But that happened because I took a hiatus from training. I had my second kid and just didn't want to train BJJ right after having a baby. So I was able to make a lot of gains because I stopped training. And I haven't really been able to make good gains train BJJ 6 times a week. I'm like close to transitioning to, I feel like I'm close to transitioning to an intermediate program. I wanted to see if y'all had any thoughts as far as what modifications or intermediate programming would make the most sense for somebody doing grappling, 4 or 5
Did
times
you
a
say
week.
you were grappling 6 days a week?
Yeah, 5 to 6 usually.
It's going to be tough.
You're going to have a bunch of recovery problems if you're grappling 5 or 6 days a week and want to train under the bar 3 days a week. This is a 5,000 calorie a day situation.
How long have you been training BJJ? How many? Well, let's say this. What belt are you?
I'm a blue belt. I've been training 3.5 years now.
And are you still training 5 days a week?
Yeah, on average about 5.
And what are your numbers for the? So you're doing the linear progression now. What are your numbers?
My 1 rep max are just the 5s.
If you're doing the program, then you're 5s.
Okay. Well, for squat, it's 315. For bench, it's 230. Is 365. And then overhead press is like 145. I'm kind of stalling, honestly.
How tall are you and what do you weigh?
I'm 6 foot. And when I started it 4 months ago, I was like 190. So
what's your weight? You cut out.
Yeah.
What do you weigh right now?
Oh, sorry. I'm 215 right now.
You're doing fine, man. You're gonna have to just. You're gonna have to if you're grappling 5 to 6 days a week. What I always tell people to do is you're going to have to cut some of the workload, right? So obviously, if you're grappling that often, BJJ is a priority. If you can figure out a way to have maybe 3 of those days be hard training days where you roll hard, and then the other days be more technical, more relaxed, less stressful, do that. A lot of guys, especially starting out, even at the blue belt level, are just going hard all the time, so that's going to be tough. But what you can do for the program, you stay on the linear progression and just set it up like this. Just go Monday and Friday, you're going to squat, you're going to press. Wednesday, you're going to bench and you're going to deadlift, and just keep going. Just keep adding weight to the bar. At your age and your size, you should be able to get up over a 400 deadlift, closer to 450, high 3s in the squat, and then just keep going on the upper
within
body.
6 months.
Yeah, you should be fine.
If you'll eat enough.
Yeah.
How much are you eating right now?
That's another thing is when I first started lifting, I wasn't eating enough. So now I'm sitting around like 4,000 calories a day. I did GOMAD for a little bit, which wasn't that fun, but really made me feel good lifting. So I might do that again, but usually about 4,000.
Well, that should be enough, really. I mean, if you're honest to God going real hard on the mat 5 days a week, you need probably 4,500 calories a day.
Yeah, if you want to be serious about this and you want to get, you want to put on some strength and be really, really good on the mats, just a slow, gradual weight gain, at 6 feet, shoot for like 220 or so. And then, just gaining about an average of maybe a pound a week or something like that, at least right now.
Nick, would
be fine.
Would kind of like switching between a heavy rolling week and then a heavy training week, would that be?
Well, sure, but guys don't do that.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. Especially when you're 26.
Too much periodization.
Yeah, doing periodization on it.
I did have a question as far as programming.
Where'd you
the
say
other night
you
I
were?
was reading
Knoxville,
Tennessee. Why don't you get like an 8-piece fried chicken box every day?
Go to Bojangles
and eat that. Bojangles is there. That's right. They had Bojangles in Tennessee. You had 8-piece fried chicken every day
for a while, but I did have a question as far as programming. Like, just from reading practical programming, y'all have a lot of options as far as the intermediate goes, and I'm not trying to rush to get there, obviously, but I had a light bulb moment. I wanted to know if y'all had ever thought about this, but when I do get to intermediate level, would y'all think a heavy, light, medium would make the most sense? Like, just looking at it, was designed for football players originally. Like, do you think there's any rhyme or reason to that? Have a crazy heavy session first day of the week, light rolling, and then just do the light and medium, which should be pretty doable. Y'all think there's any value there?
That's exactly what you're going to do. Yeah. Look, most people go into a heavy, light, medium type of a setup when they get into intermediate programming. Yeah. When you look at practical programming, there's a bunch of options, but the two major ones are going to be something like a Texas method, and then all the different ways to set that up, and then the rest of it is different variations on heavy, light, medium. So, if you were just lifting, trying to get as strong as possible, as quickly as possible, you would go at your age. You probably go into more of a Texas method setup. Everybody else does pretty much a heavy, light, medium.
Texas method is going to be hard to do if he's.
Oh no! He should not do that.
Sure.
He should not do that. Yeah.
No, it's just that's going to beat you up too bad.
That's why he should go heavy, light, medium.
Yeah, and in the setup I described to you, all you're going to do is make one of those squat days a lighter squat day, and then now magically you're doing heavy, light, medium.
Yeah,
and then that'll get you another 6 months of progress. You'll be fine.
And I would go ahead just for the hell of it and get my testosterone looked at. I mean, if you're beat up so bad that your testosterone is below 500 at your age, that's a problem.
I mean, it's kind of weird. I thought about that the other day. The only reason I haven't is because when I have 1 day of rest, like say I lift heavy, I do Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Let's say I lift heavy on Sunday, and then I rest on Monday, and then Tuesday is my lift day. Well, Tuesday before I lift, I feel just bouncing off the wall crazy, like energy-wise. Like, so I feel okay, but I probably should get it checked at some point. Just to see.
Well, it may be that. It also may be that you need to go back to 4 days a week on the mat instead of 5 or 6.
Caleb, do you work?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to do math. Like, so you weight lift 3 times a week, you roll 6 times a week, you work, and you have a new baby.
No, that was kind of the reason I've been making good gains these past few months, because I took a pause on my BJJ membership just because I didn't want to be leaving in the morning to go train BJJ while she has a screaming newborn. So that's why I made really good gains until this point, but I'm
Rusty's
gonna
asking
be going
for a
back.
friend because he lives down the street from a jiu-jitsu school that's owned by someone else on this podcast, and he hasn't come in to train once. Drives by the fucking school every day.
I give them
and
the
hasn't
finger
come in
every
to train.
day. I've challenged them all to fights on the outside. They never come out and meet me.
You challenge him to fight. That's what Iowa Park will do to a guy.
He just doesn't want my wife to whip his ass.
Oh no, I know for a fact. I know for a fact your kids are gonna beat my ass. I used to be pretty decent. Fuck.
Join us again this week on Starting Strength Radio for the latest installment of our live call-in from you Q&A, where you call us and you ask us questions, and then we have pleasant banter, chat, back and forth, intercourse, as it were, verbal intercourse.
Okay.
Verbal intercourse. And then, you learn stuff, we learn stuff, everybody enjoys it. It's a good time. You be here this next week for Starting Strength Radio.